The IndySlotCar channel welcomes you to this presentation of the IndySlotCar series.
Welcome everyone to the Jackson 500 here at the Black Track. Dan Thompson Bell, Lee Skippy here with you. You know, we're making up a race.
Yeah, we are. We were supposed to run this race 2 weeks ago, but the weather turned bad. Blizzard, all kinds of crazy conditions. Nobody could make it. That, a little bit of COVID, everything hit us. And now we're here taking the place of the D-Slot race. It's the Jackson 500.
And it's not the Jackson 5, this is the Jackson 500.
Absolutely. No ABCs, 1, 2, 3s, high singing, whatever. This is high speed, fast, high bank action.
And Dean Strom's missing it.
I know, he's not here. A major player in our standings is off playing around in Daytona on the road course and is not going to be here this week. He wouldn't have made it last week either. He had a different excuse.
I can just hear him. He's going to be like, oh, NASCAR made me miss a championship and Mike Lack won it, blah, 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 blah.
That's right. He's going to send a bill to the France family when Lack kicks his ass.
There we go. It's time for the Jackson 500. This is an attire. That's a tire. Is the starting lineup for the Jackson 500. Right there, that's Tito on the front row.
I think so. That's Tito Mike Lack.
Number 2 on the track, that's Jermaine.
Yeah, Guillermo is Spanish for Jermaine, and he's a Negro true. Black. Yeah, Jermaine Negro is on row 1 in the second position.
And we got number 3, the newest guy. You know, that might have been Michael at one point because he was the youngest. So crikey, he's the newest. Oh, Janet. Janet's the newest one. So there we go. There's Janet.
Yeah, the new guy, Brad Corey, gets to be Janet because he's the new guy, just strictly for that.
Exactly. Just don't rip his shirt off though. And in the 4th position, you've got the dangerous one. Now that's the man with the glove there. That's Mike right there.
That's the one nobody knows about. Nobody cares.
He was the one that played the bass all the time. I think it is. Husky Chocolate. Now Husky Chocolate and a Husky Chocolate car. They're on that. Oh, wardrobe malfunction there. Oh, Janet. Oh, and look, she's got that nipple ring right there, that pink thing. In the Husky Chocolate car, we've got this one in 5th place. This is a guy who really wants to say another championship.
JW John Weedman, and I'm all out of Jacksons.
This is Latoya. This is Latoya right there with the pink right there, the Maybelline car. That is Mike Kristoff.
I think so. It says Latoya all over it.
And now back here, now there's got to be another Jackson. What about the dad? The dad Jackson. That's Pete Dawn. Because, you know, the dad, I think, was bald too, I think. That's Reggie Jackson.
Reggie Jackson, Mr. October, Steve Rist. He almost won this race last year.
That's right. Now the back row is the guy that with the straw that stirs the drink, Takuma Jackson.
The Japanese cousin.
Let's go racing.
Heat race number 1, Steve Rist on the outside, in the middle, Mike Kristoff, Mike Lack on the bottom. There they go. They're off right there, and Mike Lack with the early lead, and Kristoff right behind him. You see them side by side as they rocket around this racetrack. Lack barely with the lead, but Kristoff keeps him in his sights. You can get a sense of the speed of this track right here as they look outside of turn 1, just on top of the high banking. The tremendous G-forces these cars are turning in the corners as these drivers go by at breakneck speeds. Mike Lack continuing to lead over Mike Kristoff and Steve Rist as they rocket by once again. Kristoff is full throttle all the way around. As you can see, not much strategy there in the Kristoff car. He's looking around and talking to people, distracted in the car, not watching while he's going, as he's going at this crazy speed here at this racetrack. And he's running in 2nd place as you see Mike Lack about to come up and lap him. But both these guys here distracting Mike Lack. Mike Lack is not full throttle. Mike Lack has to actually brake in the corners. His car is that fast. The guy to watch is Rist, who crashes off the 4th corner there on the inside lane. He's got but a very big advancement in these cars over the years has been driver comfort. The Shank Racing team of Mike Kristoff has really took it up. Look, they have the driver lounge chair, the comfortable stool. Driver's got a nice beverage.
I love the black track. I mean, is there a better track in the entire circuit than the black track?
You're racing.
What? Oh.
And he even has catered food for that driver. Wow, for a guy who doesn't win many races, he sure got the perks right now. There's your winner, Mike Lack. The joyous Mike Lack. There, you get some emotion out of him. He will go to the Jackson 500.
Heat race number 2 features your defending race winner, Dan Margetta. John Wiedemann running 3rd in points right now, and your hometown hero, Bill Black. Bill out to the early lead. All right, we are well into the second half of this heat race. John Wiedemann now has taken the lead. Bill Black's been struggling in that green lane. We got a battle for 2nd place in this heat now. Dan Margetta has just gone by Bill Black. Now the question is, Will he have the lap total to pass Mike Kristoff's transfer spot total? Dan Margetta. Oh!
You remember watching Kristoff wide open and never crashing?
All right, there it is. John Wiedemann holds on to that mess for the heat win.
Heat race number 3 inside Ev Kamakawa. Pete Dorn, your winner last week in the middle. Newcomer Brad Core on the outside in that Pennzoil car. He was fast in qualifying. Newcomers fare well here. They don't know any better how fast this place is. Steve Rist did a good job last year, and now Brad Core is the new guy, as early on we have a problem there for Pete Dorn, last week's winner. But Ev Kamakawa and Brad Core look like, oh, Kamakawa crashes and look right between them. You saw the rookie go right between those two cars. If we slow motion that down, it'll be outstanding. Both Pete Dorn and Ev Kamakawa had problems, and no hesitation whatsoever from Brad Core. Whoop, right between them. He split the uprights and he goes on. I think he's got the early lead. And Pete Dorn with the problem down the backstretch. Nice stop by Kamakawa. There's some sportsmanship right there. We thought that was going to be a tremendous hit, but great brakes on the driver for Ev Kamakawa. As we can smell a motor blowing up here in one of these cars, folks. You can smell it. It's pretty, very distinct. As Brad with a big crash through turn 4. And Pete gets collected and collected again. No respect for last week's winner, Pete Dorn, here in the first half of heat race number 3. In the second half of the final heat race here, Brad Core is closing in on the lead. Ev Kamakawa holds it, but not by much. It was 10 laps at the halfway point. It is now less than that, as Kamakawa's had some problem. All 3 cars together there. You see him come down the front straight. Look at that. Speed into turn number 1. He got some air as he continues to lead. Oh, there's a problem. That's a big wreck right there in the backstretch. You can see that happen. That's Pete Dorn and Brad Core hitting each other. Massive carnage in action. The fans love it, though. They sell this. Timing and scoring is on autopilot as our chief scorer. There's your winner of the heat race. The Jackson 500, one of our competitors are here, Ev Kamakawa, coming out of that third heat race, who was just coming off the win. Ev, how's it going?
I'm a little tired right now, but I'm feeling really great.
I think you're going to be effective.
I really think I have a good chance to win tonight. Help me, Obi-Wan. Help me, Obi-Wan.
Do we have to pay for that, or is that free?
That's free comedy, free entertainment. Also, in this while, I'll go talk to this guy right here. This is Mike Lack. He had a pretty easy first heat race win. It seemed like it was years ago. But the car looks like it's in pretty good shape because you didn't have to go through the car and everybody else did.
Right, I'm pretty happy with that. I like keeping the wings on that thing.
And your chief rival, Dean Strom, is nowhere to be found.
Right, I mean, I don't know where he is and if he's afraid or not. I don't know. It's a possibility, but...
Think you're running scared?
Maybe. I mean, it was a good battle up until the time, he didn't show up, but whatever.
You think he's chicken?
Maybe.
Tell him the camera.
Well, I don't know. I think Dean might be chicken.
Could be. We'll see. Balk, Easter Bunny. We'll see what John Wiedemann, who won the second heat race. And your teammate's car looks good. Yours is pretty battered.
I have no idea. I couldn't get my car marshaled by anybody. Except, well, Pete. Pete was a great marshal. There was 2 marshals, and Pete was awesome.
And the other one was your teammate here racing against, and he was terrible.
Who the hell it was? He just, I don't know how he can even drive a car. He can't even take it and put it on the track without wrecking the whole field. So.
No coordination.
Fortunately, he won't be marshaling my race. He'll be standing right next to me.
He may drive the same way, though.
I don't know. We'll see.
John Wiedemann, he's pretty fast tonight. And finally, look outside, you see pigs flying, and hell's freezing over, because this guy's finally made a final this season. The first time, Mike Kristoff, you're in the final.
It's about time. I mean, the Michael Shankett Racing team has been working hard all season. Now, the last 2 races, some guy, Margetta, kept getting in our way. He's denied us a couple of times. We finally shoved him aside, and we have advanced to a final. We're very excited. The whole Honda Michael Shankett Racing team is very excited about this final. And where's Bill Black? Because Bill Black has been my butler all night, and I don't have a beer in my hand.
I was say you were loaded up pretty much on that champagne of beer. So how are you for driving?
Yeah, loaded is the term.
All right, we're ready. 500 laps. It's gonna go quick here, folks. Mike Lack, Mike Kristoff, Ev Kamakawa, John Wiedemann are your 4 combatants. And there they are. They are off with Kristoff and Lack with a close one. And here we got a problem here for John Wiedemann and Ev Kamakawa. And he's a push. There they go. Mike Kristoff with a nice assist. A little bit of problems early on here as the laps are going to go by fast. And again, right here in front of us, it's Wiedemann and Kamikawa. They've had their differences in the years, and they're having it again tonight as Christoph continues to just drive Miss Daisy around the blue lane as Mike Lack leads early on over Mike Christoph. Wiedemann and Kamikawa. Lack with a little bit of a problem down there, but it kept going. Wiedemann and Kamikawa are, there's a problem for Mike Lack, your leader in green lane. Then I'll let that lead evaporate a little bit. As again, all four cars, look how close they are. That's how close they were, and they crash hard. John Wiedemann up in the air and in the straightaway. That's the worst place to crash, as you can see. And being in that green lane has affected Mike Lack, who's fallen to second, as Ev Kamikawa in that blue lane has now moved to the front of the field as we approach the halfway point. At halfway, we will switch lanes again. Ev Kamikawa was leading this race, but he's running some problems, and it's really closed back up again. Checking in all the action there, that guy on the bridge, but still staying there. They've been flying around him. No one's got him yet.
He's got glue on his ass.
And he's got we are told by track management that he has Gorilla Glue on his ass. The guy has Gorilla Glue on his butt and his hair, and that's why he's still on that bridge. There's Kamikawa. There is Mike Lack. It's close. It's going to be close. He's going to have to run him down. And Kamikawa has a problem down here right in front of us. Really, really, really going to mess things up here, or really tighten things up here, I should say, as with 50 laps to go, and they are that close. Here it is. Kamikawa goes by the line. There goes Lack by the line. We will see who wins. Kamikawa on the inside, Lack in that blue lane. Let's see if we can get down close here as they come by here in the corner. We'll see just how fast they are. And they're together now. They were, and Christoph goes off, and Christoph off again, and that's going to hurt Kamikawa. Christoph's problem is going to put Kamikawa back and let Lack take the lead. Mike Lack back out front with less than 50 laps to go here. The lead is changing constantly, it seems, in these last laps as these drivers run into issues and problems around the racetrack. Final 20 laps or so here. Those are two leaders are side by side there. It's Kamikawa and it's Lack, with Lack out front in that blue lane. And Lack looks like is going to take the victory here, barring any kind of unforeseen circumstances. There's almost a problem there right in front of us. We will... at 500 laps we'll end this race, and there's a problem right there that shut down. Mike Lack got the first of 500. It is over. It was that close. Lack won, Kamikawa second, Christoph and John Wiedemann battled for third, but it's the win for Mike Lack, who's going to solidify that point lead.
DSW Shoot has my money.
Well, it was a thrill of a Jackson 500. Get it? Well, this man beat it. Billie Jean, everyone else, all is a pretty young thing, Mike Lack.
Yeah. You know, I used to hate this track. I didn't want to come here to want to race, but tonight has turned that around.
And you made a massive points lead over that guy, Dean.
I know. That's awesome. I mean, I would rather get a massive points lead with him running, but hey, whatever it takes.
And let's bring in now the track owner, Bill Black.
Mike, it is my pleasure, almost, to present you with the Black Track Trophy.
Thanks.
That Dan Margetta forgot.
That jerk.
I know. So we will get you the real trophy here as soon as I break into his house and steal it.
That works.
We have money for you. How many thousand IndySlotCar bucks is it?
17,000!
17,000 IndySlotCar bucks.
That's the second biggest of the season, I believe.
That's awesome.
For that jerk Dan won the biggest one.
All right, so Mike Lack, we're heading into the final third of the season. We go to the Turtle Creek next for the Larry Rodder Memorial. You've won there many times.
I like that track. It's a good track.
No smack talk, no nothing?
No, nothing like that right now. All I know is that it's the second half of the season, and if history replays itself, I usually get a little bit better in the second half. A little bit better.
And remember when he used to smack talk people, and then he'd screw up. And that's one of the tracks, the next one, that he did screw up. So he's learned a lesson, folks. He's going for championship number 7.
The IndySlotCar series thanks you for watching the IndySlotCar channel.
Timing and scoring does not know, can't give us lap times. We were had a few champagnes of beers there, and he was giving us, they were giving us lap totals instead of time to go. This guy doesn't even know. He doesn't even know the race format. We have to run in all 4 lanes, and Christoph is to the moon tonight. He has no idea where he's at. He thinks he's in Daytona. He's going to be interesting to watch in this race. Well, you're welcome to pit, Cole, but we're busy. Seem we're eating ice cream. Now, you're welcome to join us, but you're having a hard enough time on your track yourself.